I want to take a minute while I'm getting started with everything to bring up the last video did surprisingly well. I say did, it is doing surprisingly well. It is continuing to grow. And I'm not really sure why, honestly. Like, I can speculate that the thumbnail was okay, or that the title was grabby enough, or whatever, but something you guys did, I think, caused the algorithm to say, yes, this one. And it is currently just blowing up compared to all of my other videos. And again, I really don't fully understand why. Oh, I did them all in one inventory. That was great. I don't fully understand why, but it's doing really well. I really appreciate you guys. It's really cool to see actual growth, and I was not expecting that. So thank you. It's very cool. Numbies go up. Bang. It's done. That is 8 double bismuth bronze plates, which means bloomery. All of that work for this tiny little thing. This tiny little baby thing, but it is made. It doesn't even really look good in the hand. But it's done. Look at that. Look at that window. Yes. The window into the Iron Age. We are here. Iron has been unlocked, technically. And that's very exciting. There's a steam bloomery? Oh, it needs black steel. Okay. Now, okay, so this, so far, has been where I've been doing all of my forging. Do I want to stick with that? Or do I want to move this? Because I have my forge in there with my anvil and whatnot. So it makes sense to have the bloomery nearby. What I might do, actually, is build an attachment. Because so far, I have only used the space that has been made available in here, and I've only made the addition of this little ceiling. What I could do is I can knock this piece out, and then I can build out and around it. That, I think, would be a better option. So I have all this magmatic cobble, but I feel like it doesn't need to be actual bricks to make the bloomery. Let's check. It might actually tell me in the quest guide. Perfect. Okay, minimum size bloomery. We're not going with minimums. Bloomery can contain up to a maximum of 48 inputs, with 16 items per layer of the chimney. To add layers to the chimney, stack up 2 more layers of stone blocks. Okay, so every layer is 2 blocks high. Yeah, so the picture showed stone bricks. So that's what I'm going to use. I just wanted to check to see if I have any extra, which it doesn't look like it. Oh, wait, but I wouldn't be storing them here, would I? I'd be storing them in my storage house that I built for storage and storing things. I think I'll use basalt. Because I don't know, it's going to be, it's a chimney. It's going to be smoky and sooty, so it would end up turning black anyway, so might as well make it out of a black material. Okay, I forgot to hit record the first time, but I built the structure in the back. The chimney. It is 3 layers tall, which means like 6 blocks from the middle. So it lines up pretty nicely with the rest, size-wise, so that's cool. And then, bloomery. I like its sound. It's very subtly different from a normal door noise, and I love it. Let me have the water that isn't frozen. Thank you. So the way this works is I now need to process some iron. So here's some rich pyrite and some regular pyrite. Let me get this processed, and then we'll get it started here. We just acquired hardware for the first time. I'm making, just to keep up the recording bit, I'm currently making cast iron. So I took all my pyrite dust, I put it in here because it didn't come to the 144 amount, which is to equal 1 ingot. Instead, it's like 120 something. So I'm melting all of it down. to make cast iron. I have to constantly use the hammer, or the bellows, to get it up to brilliant white in order to get this going, but get that out of the way. But it's totally worth it to me, using a little bit extra fuel and whatnot, because I know how much is in here. There's no guessing. I don't have to worry about that. I just take out and I cast. It's so nice. Okay. So let's hope this works. So 11 cast iron ingots and 11 pour coal. Bang. Okay. It didn't go very high, but this is just my first bloom. So I'm not expecting anything crazy out of it, right? So we get that done, and then shift right click. Oh, that looks so nice. And that burns for 15 minutes. So far I think that is the longest burning thing. But that's cool, though. Look at that. Does it keep us warmer if I do this? Yes, it does. Oh, nice and toasty. In the winter, standing next to my bloomery. Ooh, and the compost is done. All of it. That's so nice. Okay, so do I do this and then right-click, or how does this work? Shift right-click. Okay. With an empty hand. Compost. Nice. Ooh, those values. So many good things happening. Okay. This is almost done, and in the meantime, I did a little bit of forging. I made a sword head, and I made an extra bismuth bronze gear so that I could get into automation soon. But I at least wanted to show off that I do now have a sword. Beautiful. So the next time I go into the Beneath, I'll actually have a genuine weapon instead of just swinging around with my axe and losing its durability, because I don't think it shows me its damage amount, does it? Not really. What about this? Yeah. 7 attack damage. Not terrible. Not terrible, but here we go. The bloom has been made. It's losing its temperature, so let's pull all this out. There we go. There we go. So I believe we just weld these, yeah? A refined bloom? Oh, right, this you just punch a bunch. So oof. Take that, put that there. Okay. I'm gonna let this go cold now. It has done its job. I ended up with 1 ingot extra, but that's okay. We have wrought iron produced, which is very exciting. I'm short just a few of these, because I have 5, so I need 2 more double ingots. That's almost out of water. These tongs are also not going to last much longer. I don't know if I can repair these. I can melt them back, but I don't think I'd get as much back because of the low durability. Plus, there's some cast iron in here already, so let's not play that game. I did lose my hammer, though, unfortunately. So I think what I'm going to do... I just let that cool out. Damn. I should make a few extra tools. So this first one... while that goes, I think the first thing I should make is the tongs. So I'm going to need 2 ingots for the tongs, and then I think 1 for the hammer? Yes, 1 for the hammer. Okay. Oh, I got the last one so done. Perfectly forged. Look at that. That's crazy. This one was modestly forged, so I did this one really badly. This one's perfectly forged, so I don't know exactly how that mixes together. That's about to go out. Toss that in. Grab this. And then what was it? It was like a ring or something? It was a bolt. Do I have an extra bolt? Yes, I do. And then I'd need the hammer again. I waited too long. Oh, but it doesn't mix with the iron? It totally does. Oh, it made an unknown. I ruined it. Oh, that's awful. Okay. Well, just in case these break, I'm gonna go ahead and make that modestly forged. Damn. Okay. I was hoping it would come out better. That's alright. But man, that was my last ingot. That was my last bit of bronze. I needed that. Oh well. I got this up here, but it's not... Oh, man. I really screwed that up. I guess I can make like a little trash pile right here of unknown ingots. I don't know if there was any benefit to keeping that for the future. Probably not. That's okay. Alright, so the next plan. I need to start making a lot more iron. And I think it's time to upgrade to a better anvil. Sucks that I lost that last ingot, though, because I am gonna dread doing all the hammering for refining the wrought iron with stone hammers. I'm gonna have to just, like, have an inventory full of them, basically, and that's gross. Should I maybe make a copper one? I mean, I could. It wouldn't be the end of the world. We'll see. I'll think about it. I'm so sad. The flax died. Oh, that's devastating. It's negative 12 degrees out here, so I mean, it makes sense. But that's heartbreaking, man. That was going so well. It was lasting so long. That's so sad. Oh, I'm sad now. My stuff. Okay, we are taking a sudden drastic change in pacing and progression. Seeing all my flax die really hit hard. I have no crops. Nothing survived the winter, and it's only early winter. It will be getting colder. And thinking about the future, that hurt. Thinking about the future, that's bad news for me. The fact that I can't keep crops growing in this location. I don't want to live in a place where I can't even grow potatoes. It's like the hardiest thing. Potatoes, onions, garlic, like, all of them died. The flax died. Everything died. The bees aren't going to be doing hardly anything. So the best thing, in my opinion, that I can do now is become a bird. I need to start flying south for the winter. So that's what I'm doing. I am going to start exploring, because I haven't explored very much to the south. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to explore. I'm going to wander. And maybe we'll see some cool stuff. Maybe we won't. But either way, I have to find something. Some place where I can say, yeah, this is an okay spot. It doesn't have to be the best. It doesn't have to have the coolest landscape. I need it to be warmer and preferably flat enough for me to start making multiple buildings within a reasonably close area. Because the way I have things set up right now, I'm walking around back and forth a lot, and it doesn't feel good. I'm not going to tear down the houses or anything like that, but I do just need to leave, really. It's sad, but it's what I got to do. I should have done it from the beginning. I should have traveled further south. I thought I was north enough, but not even close. Way too cold. And as a reminder, again, I know I bring this up from time to time, this is a hardcore. I don't want to be freezing in the middle of winter. I don't want to die of starvation because I can't keep my crops alive. So even if I kind of liked where I was living, if it's going to kill me or make life miserable, there's no point in staying. So off we go into the unknown south. Oh man, so I'm loading new chunks in this area for the first time, and it looks like my plan failed. I was really thinking, because I haven't loaded the chunks yet, there won't be any snow. But what it did was go, here's some new chunks, let's check the season. Golly, it's cold. Have snow everywhere. So I still have to march through the snow, although I'm glad I turned on the recorder when I did. Look at this, we got another one of these little buildings. So probably going to have more cow and clay inside. So at least there's a benefit there, but man, this is going to make traversing the Winter Wonderland miserably slow. Ooh, bones in here, interesting. Native copper, small bismuth. But it's all the small stuff, I'm not really interested in the small stuff. And axe. Does this place not have... Oh. I don't think this place actually has the cowling clay. Like the other spots did. Okay, I just killed my first illager. Probably should have recorded. It dropped a cobalt brass axe. That durability is insane. That's crazy. Also, raw long pig. Interesting. Small shard. Small shard of what? Oh, I can make arrows out of that. Oh, now it's snowing. Okay, so there's an herbalist. Oh, I thought this one was another berserker. This one's a bone breaker. Well, they have like a little campsite here. That's fun. Hello, you. Oh, he uses a hammer. Cobalt brass shovel. Oh, it's very low durability, though. And then there's this guy. Woo! Tricalcium phosphate. Ooh, and a knife. Cobalt brass knife. Huge durability. These guys are amazing! Ooh! That's incredible! I did not expect... I don't know what to do about that long pig. Like, that's literally just human meat. But... what do we got in here? Some ore? Let me store that. Okay, so raw native gold, rich silver. Okay, tricalcium phosphate dust, which is just phosphorus. I can use that for fertilizer. That's nice. Okay, normal onion seed, red apple sapling. Okay. That's pretty nice. And then there's this one. Kind of more of the same. I think it's kind of more of the same. Let's drop that one stick. Yeah, and then... ooh, jute seeds. Okay. Drop an arrow. Yeah. I really should have brought more jugs. Or vessels. But that's pretty nice. Okay. That was a great little find. I'm going to be on the lookout for those guys now, because now I know that hunting them gives great reward. I can barely see from here. We got a little gaggle of illagers, but... do you see that? It's listed as beast. And it's like... oh my god. It's like they took the Ravager and stretched him taller. In fact, I think that's exactly what that is. There's no way I'm going towards that. I was gonna. No. Oh, the snow stopped. Yeah, that's terrifying. Look at that guy. I can't... oh, he's gone. I can't really zoom in from here, but... oh, and there's a black bear right there. Oh my god, everything is so scary right in this area. So this is interesting. I noticed it on the map. It's like a much larger version of what I found back home. And, I mean, the area is a little warmer. I don't know if it's warm enough. No one's occupying it. It looks pretty dilapidated, but if I wanted to, I'm sure I could build it back up a little bit or clear some things out. It's certainly interesting. Gives me some castle vibes, a lot of dead morning glories. No loot in here, unfortunately, but it's certainly sizable. So it would be something like having the forge in there, and then having multiple areas around here, and then farming on the outside, I guess. If I so chose, but it's certainly an option. It looks like they're all made out of this nice material. Every time I find one of these buildings, it's always nice. And I mean that as the rock type, not just enjoyment. I do always love this. Like, I know it's a little risky to go through because there could be like a skeleton with a strong javelin or something, but whenever the rivers just cut through the side of a mountain, or even just a little bit of the underground, like, it's really cool. Always love seeing that. I am going to go through, even though it's a bit risky. And I'm not using my map. I'm F1ing it. But these caves always just look like they're filled with teeth. And I don't know why, but that's so cool to me. Oh, and then you come out, it's gorgeous. Reflections off the water with the shaders. Ooh. Ooh, and then there's that, like, cave spot over there that has the teethy part. I don't know if conglomerate is a good material to live near, but it looks a lot less snowy. What do we got? Stibnite? Okay. Oh, that is really cool. There's tons of water around me. I am completely surrounded by water. There looks like a spring up there. Those look like willows of the weeping variety. There's wild potatoes here. They don't appear to be very alive, which is a shame. That is crazy. The size of the mountain. Is this an area I'd want to live? I am in... Okay, this is considered lake. Okay. And then old mountains. I feel like the biomes have some importance. Eucalyptus? Hold up. If I'm finding eucalyptus, I must be pretty south at this point. Sycamore. The temperature is absolutely climbing. Okay, let me check. We're still in early winter. Average temperature here is 11 degrees Celsius. Average temperature, or the current temperature is -2. Okay. That's not terrible. I think we're getting to a much better point that I'd be happy with. Limestone becomes flux too, right? I'm pretty sure. Oh, oh, oh! Oh. Oh. Um... Well, I'm glad I was recording. I forgot to turn off my recording. Um... Damn. I didn't see those wolves. Oh Oh, that's rough. I guess taking it slow wasn't enough. I shouldn't have tried to fight. I should have turned and run. Dude, that hurts. That really hurts. So I have some thinking to do now. I have some real thinking to do. Do I accept this death? Because again, this is, like, as you can tell, there's no respawn. This is hardcore. There are ways around it. Just unlocked the Iron Age. In the grand scheme of things, it wouldn't be terribly difficult to get back to that point if I wanted to on a new world, or even on the same world. Now, considering I'm moving south, I think I would change worlds. But at the end of the day, I chose hardcore for a reason. And I feel like it would be a little bit insulting, almost, to not stick to that. But this is also one of the reasons why on the YouTube front, like, I never advertised, like, hey, this is a hardcore world. Ooh, you should click because it's a hardcore world. It's like, for one, I don't like that. I don't like that attitude. I don't like that mentality. But also, it is so common for YouTubers to do the whole, oh my god, hey, this is a hardcore world, and then off camera they die, and then they just turn on land, turn on cheats, respawn themselves, and then never show you the statistics. There are always ways around it. Which is why I feel a bit torn. Because on the one hand, I've really been enjoying this. But on the other hand, I've also really been enjoying GregTech New Horizons. And I don't know. What would be the right move? Do I accept this death and then do like a season 2? Do I switch to a new series? You know what? All this is going in the video. So, I want your opinions. I'm not going to post another video until I have some solid ideas. I might also post a poll once this video goes up. To gauge how things are going to go. Ad starts in a minute. I'm going to snooze that. So yeah. In the comments, I would love to get your feedback. Because I know a lot of people who are here for the videos are here because it is Terra Firma Greg specifically, or some variation of Terra Firma Craft. Because I know that has its own niche. Greg Tech has its own niche, and then this is kind of like pulling the two together. That said, I feel like that group would also be fine with other types of series, be it GregTech New Horizons, which, if we do GregTech New Horizons, would I then do a new world? or what I pick up from where I've been streaming, which that might make it a little bit weird for a series. And then I have to consider like the pacing of it, because GTNH is massive. So how would I want to structure those videos? And that's a whole other thing, because the way that I have found works for me when it comes to recording is bit by bit. I'm not so good at just doing tons and tons and tons of work and then writing a script about it and recording that as like a voiceover. I could also just do tons of progress on stream and then occasionally be like, okay, here's a milestone. Let's record. Let's show off what we've done. Here's where we're going, and then here's what I'm doing right now. We'll go over details of how these things work, that kind of thing. So that works. Or do I cheat? And give myself a new life? Or even super cheat and disable hardcore completely after giving myself a new life? So I want opinions from you guys. Whoa, the nausea. What the hell? Why am I getting nausea from spectator mode? That was weird. Spectator mode is also not working. I'm not seeing anything. Okay. So, yeah. What would be the best way to handle this? And the wise opinions of everyone, as I'm getting flashbanged from this white screen. Should I... Let's try to kind of recap, narrow it down. Do I start over in TFG? Do I cheat and respawn myself in TFG? And if yes, do I also turn off hardcore? Or do I start a new series? Being something like Greg Tech New Horizons, or somewhere in that ballpark. Or even a different mod pack, like a different Greg Tech pack. Because I have been enjoying the Greg Tech progression. So... it hurts. But if it's decided to not stick with this, I will accept that wholeheartedly. I accepted that when I made it a hardcore world. So if that's what people want, then that's fine. Also on Twitch side, we have an ad starting. I already snoozed the last one, so sorry. But yeah, for the recording side at least, if we vote this world is done, then we vote this world is done. If we vote continuing to do Terra Firma Greg, that's cool. I'm fine with starting over and then kind of picking up where I left off, gently touching on some of the early stuff, and then just being like, all right, if you really want to see how things work, you can watch the previous ones, and then this is where I'm at now. And then pick up from there. It'll just basically be a lot of off-camera work, which is fine. Or do we start something new? We can do Greg Tech New Horizons. We can start a new Greg Tech pack. We could start just a non-Greg Tech pack and do something brand new. Something we haven't done on the channel yet. I'm open to new things. If there's packs people are interested in me trying, that's fine. Star Technologies is an option. I know it's basically Greg Tech but Skyblock. Greg Tech but Skyblock. So yeah, that's a possibility. Sorry, I'm yammering a lot because I'm a little hurt. But at the same time, you know, it is what it is. That's how things go sometimes. Sucks that it was right after I found those really cool tools, but now if I do start over, I know to hunt those guys early. See if I can get some cool tools right away. speedline my progression. So yeah, I learned a lot. I will say that. I learned a lot about how this pack works. I learned a good bit about Greg Tech in the modern day. So no matter what choice is made, I do not consider this a loss. I had a lot of fun. But alright. I'm gonna stop yapping. Also, if you're new to my streams on the YouTube side, hi, that's what I look like. Hello. Alright. I guess, at least for now, depending on what's voted on, that's it for me. At least for Terra Firma Greg. All that's left is my ghost. Man. Alrighty. Well, let me know what you think. I want to see some comments. I want to see opinions. And then I'll still post a poll just to be safe. Thanks for watching.